important announcement that came from the government is the income disclosure scheme that opened on June 1st. And, well, I don't know if you can call it black money holders, but those who have not declared money knowingly or unknowingly can come clean by declaring their assets by September 30th and paying tax cum penalty of 45% on that undisclosed portion. Of course, those who fail to take advantage of the scheme will have to face very stringent action, including imprisonment of, depending on the crime, as well the amount of time that the department has to open old cases has been extended. It had a ceiling of 6 years, and now that ceiling goes. So, you know, even old unaccounted money can be reopened in cases. But we hear of raids and a series of raids by income tax authorities even before the September 30th deadline. Why that is the question we want answered. And Mr. D.S. Saksena, Principal Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, joins us now. Mr. Saksena, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us. Well, the deadline is September 30th, but repeatedly we hear that Income Tax Department is paying visits. You may call them raids, you may call them mere visits. But why are these series of visits to you know, diamond traders, jewelry traders, before the expiry of the deadline?
It doesn't have a direct connection with the deadline, but you might be aware that we have got lots and lots of information about a large number of taxpayers. We have been writing letters to them, and sometimes they don't reply, sometimes they don't receive the letters. So we have to visit their premises and ask answers to our questions.
So, Mr. Saksena, is it only jewelry traders that you have visited or surveyed, or have you also surveyed a lot of other industries like builders, for example? And what have your surveys thrown up?
We have not concentrated on any group of industries, any particular industry. Rather, we have gone to places about businesses and trades about whom we have got some credible information. And they have thrown up some very interesting facts, because we have not visited residences, we have only gone to the office and business premises, and in many cases we have found large amount of tax evasion running into tens of crores, in some cases even more than 100 crores.
Dr. Saksena, also, you know, as you said, these guys already have been informed that they in some sense are evasion on haven't paid their whole tax. I mean, that's one part of it. Second is it being done only in Mumbai, Maharashtra, or the other states are undertaking it as well? And third, there also have been reports on how Mumbai perhaps has been divided in various zones and how commissioners have been given specific targets. Are the raids being conducted like that?
No targets are being given, and there have not been any raids. There have been surveys. There's a difference between a survey and a raid. A survey is a visit only to the business premises, while in a raid we go to the residential premises also. So, and no target is being given to anyone. And this is an all India phenomena, because the Income Tax Department is an all India department, and we have got a large, as I have said before, we have got a large number of information about a large number of taxpayers across jurisdictions throughout India.
Okay. Mr. Saksena, this applies to both corporate entities as well as individuals?
Yeah. This applies both to corporates and non-corporates, because we are not dividing cases on the basis of corporates, non-corporates, or any particular trade. Rather, we are going to places, to businesses about whom we have got credible information.
Okay. Mr. Saksena, you know, you all must have begun with some target in mind. We were given to understand that under IDS, the government was expecting something like 40,000 crores, which means 1 lakh crore of unaccounted income was what the government was estimating. What have you got so far?
No, there are no targets. Actually, if you have heard the Prime Minister or the Finance Minister speak about the scheme, they have always said that the aim of the scheme is to clean the balance sheets. It is to have a cleaner business environment, because we are now a developed nation almost. So the practice of having unaccounted transactions, unaccounted assets, unaccounted businesses cannot go on. So the main target of the scheme is not to garner taxes, but it is to clear the balance sheets of the businesses in India.
So what happens after the 30th deadline passes?
Will there be a heightened activity on your part of
After
raiding
the
or surveying?
After the 30th of September also, we'll continue with our surveys, because we have to verify all the information which we have. And if people are not coming forward voluntarily, we'll have to visit them at their business or office premises.
Okay.
So you know what
I
we
just
were
want to
told.
know,
Yeah,
you know,
sure, please.
How many, as you said, you have concrete information. You also know corporates and non-corporates as well. Is there a number? Is there a list that you have that you're working on, and how many people really fall under this?
No, there's no, as I have said before, there is no target. There's of even surveys, searches, or anything. We go to places, to businesses about whom we have definite information, and that may vary from jurisdiction to jurisdiction.
So you have a final number that has been collected so far?
No, actually the information of ideas is classified. It is not to be disclosed.
No,
probably
amount. I'm just asking in the
when
amount, sir.
scheme ends on 30th of September. Pardon?
I'm just asking the total amount you have got so far as
Pardon,
penalties.
sorry, I didn't get you.
The total amount that you have got so far as penalties.
No, that no, that information is classified. Probably when the scheme ends, the government will release the figures.
Okay.
But till that time, no figures are to be given out.
All right. Mr. Saksena, it's a pleasure speaking.